Dear Heavenly Father, in the quiet stillness of this early morning, as the world slumbers beneath the veil of darkness, I come before you with a heart laid bare, longing to be in your presence. The air is hushed, and time itself seems to pause, as if all creation holds its breath to listen for the whisper of your voice. In this sacred hour, when the earth is draped in silence and the stars still linger in their appointed places, I seek you with all that I am. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the everlasting light that pierces through the deepest night. Before the dawn breaks, before the first golden rays of the sun kiss the horizon, I come to you with a heart full of gratitude. Thank you, Father, for the breath in my lungs, for the beat of my heart, for the life that you have given me. Thank you for this moment, for this sacred space where I can meet with you, where I can pour out my soul like water before your throne. Lord, I thank you for your boundless love, for your unchanging faithfulness that carries me through every season. Your mercies are new every morning, and your grace is sufficient for me. Even in my weakness, you are strong. Even in my doubts, you remain true. Even when I fail, your love does not waver. How great is your compassion! How deep is your kindness! How unfathomable is your mercy! Tonight, as the weight of yesterday fades into the silence, I surrender all that I am to you. Take my burdens, my worries, my fears, those unspoken struggles that I carry within me. You see every wound, every scar, every hidden sorrow that I dare not voice aloud. And yet, in your presence, there is no need for pretense. You know me completely. You search the depths of my heart, and still, you call me your beloved. Forgive me, Lord, for the times I have wandered, for the moments when I have allowed doubt, pride, or selfishness to cloud my heart. Cleanse me from all unrighteousness. Wash me in your mercy, and make me new. If there be any way in me that is not pleasing to you, reveal it, that I may walk in the way everlasting. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Father, as I kneel before you in the quiet of this early morning, I ask for your guidance. The road ahead is uncertain, and there are paths before me that I do not yet understand. But you, O Lord, are the lamp unto my feet and the light unto my path. Lead me in the way I should go. Speak to my heart in the stillness, that I may hear your voice above all others. Teach me to walk in obedience, to trust even when the way is unclear, to follow even when the journey is difficult. Surround me with your presence. Lord, fill every empty space within me with the fullness of your Spirit. Let my soul be anchored in you, unwavering and steadfast. The world is filled with noise, distractions that pull me in 1,000 directions. But in this moment, I choose stillness. I choose to abide in you. I choose to rest in the shelter of your wings, where peace flows like a river and love abounds without end. O Father, let my heart be a dwelling place for you. Make my life a sanctuary, a place where your presence is welcomed and cherished. Teach me to love as you love, to see others through your eyes, to extend grace even when it is undeserved, to forgive as I have been forgiven. Let my words be seasoned with kindness, my actions be clothed in compassion, my hands be used to heal, and my feet be swift to bring good news to the weary. Strengthen me, Lord, for the battles ahead. I know that trials will come, that the road will not always be easy, but you have promised that I do not walk alone. You are my refuge and my fortress, my ever-present help in times of trouble. When I am weak, you are my strength. When I am weary, you are my rest. When I am afraid, you are my courage. Though the storms may rage and the winds may howl, my soul will not be shaken, for my foundation is in you. Let hope arise within me, O God, in a world that so often feels heavy with sorrow and uncertainty. Let my heart be steadfast in the hope that is found in you alone. You are the lifter of my head, the joy of my salvation, the rock upon which I stand. No darkness can overshadow the light of your truth. No despair can extinguish the flame of your promises. In you, I find my hope renewed, my faith strengthened, my soul revived. And so, in this holy hour, before the dawn of a new day, I lift up my hands to you. I ask for your blessings, not only upon my life, but upon those I love, upon the weary and the brokenhearted, upon the lost and the searching, upon those who have yet to know the beauty of your grace. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let your love be a banner over us. Let your peace reign in our hearts. Father, I wait upon you. In the quiet, I listen. In the stillness, I seek you. Whisper to my soul the truths I need to hear. Remind me that I am yours. Remind me that you are near. And as the first light of dawn begins to break upon the horizon, let my heart be filled with the certainty that you are with me, now and always. And so, Lord, in the quiet depths of this early morning, I remain before you, unhurried, unguarded, fully surrendered to the presence of your majesty. The air is cool with the lingering hush of the night, yet I know that even as darkness still rests upon the earth, you are here. You are always here. The stillness around me is not empty. It is filled with you. Every breath I take, every gentle rustling of the wind, every distant whisper of the world awakening, it all testifies to your presence. Even the stars, set like jewels across the vast expanse of the heavens, shine in silent worship of you. And I too, Lord, long to be among those who worship you in spirit and in truth, not only in the words I pray, but in the life I live. Teach me to adore you in the unseen moments, in the quiet acts of faithfulness, in the secret choices of the heart that no one else may ever see. Let my every thought be an offering, my every breath be a hymn, my every step be a reflection of your glory. For you are worthy, Lord, you are infinitely worthy. There is none like you in all the heavens or the earth. No love is steadfast, no mercy is vast, no wisdom is perfect, no power is sovereign. You reign in holiness, clothed in majesty beyond my comprehension. Yet you bend low to hear the whispers of my soul. How is it, Lord, that you, the King of all creation, would incline your ear to me? That you would call me your child, your beloved, your own? I am unworthy, and yet you have called me worthy. I am frail, and yet you strengthen me. I am prone to wander, and yet you pursue me with relentless love. And so, in this moment, I rest in that love. I let go of striving. I let go of fear. I let go of the need to prove myself, to earn what has already been freely given. I am yours, Father, wholly, unreservedly, eternally yours. My identity is not in my achievements or my failures, not in my reputation or my past, not in the world's measure of worth, but in the unshakable truth that I am held in your hands. And because I am held, Lord, I need not be afraid. Fear so often creeps into the hidden corners of my heart. Fear of the unknown, fear of the future, fear of not being enough. But you have not given me a spirit of fear. You have given me a spirit of power, of love, of a sound mind. So I lay my fears at your feet, knowing that you go before me, that you walk beside me, that you surround me with your unfailing presence. Grant me, Lord, the wisdom to see beyond the fleeting worries of this world. So often, my mind is cluttered with concerns that weigh me down, things that will pass, troubles that will fade, burdens that are not mine to carry alone. Teach me to fix my eyes on what is eternal, on what is unseen, on the glory that far outweighs the trials of this present moment. Let my heart be anchored in the knowledge that you are working all things together for good, that no tear is wasted, that no suffering is unseen, that even in the valley, your hand is guiding me toward a greater purpose. And oh, Lord, how desperately I need your guidance. The paths before me seem tangled and uncertain, the choices laid upon my heart heavy with consequence. But you, O God, are the waymaker, the one who levels mountains and makes rivers in the wasteland, the one who turns the wilderness into a place of abundance. So show me the way I should go. Give me ears to hear your voice, a heart sensitive to your leading, a will that surrenders fully to yours. Let me not be swayed by the voices of this world, by the opinions of man, by the fleeting temptations that call me away from you. Let my only pursuit be you, my only desire to walk in obedience, my only longing to glorify you with my life. And as you lead me, Lord, fill me with love. Let me love as you love, not with mere words, but with action, with sacrifice, with the kind of love that costs something, the kind of love that reflects your own. Let me love not only those who are easy to love, but those who challenge me, those who misunderstand me, those who stand against me. Let me forgive quickly, as you have forgiven me. Let me show mercy generously, as you have shown mercy to me. Let me be patient, kind, humble, bearing with others in love, just as you bear with me in my weaknesses. For I am weak, Lord. Oh, how weak I am. There are days when my spirit is weary, when my strength is spent, when I feel as though I cannot take another step. But your word declares that those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, that they shall mount up with wings like eagles, that they shall run and not grow weary, that they shall walk and not faint. And so, I wait upon you, Father. I rest in you. I draw from the wellspring of your grace, knowing that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. Fill me, Lord, with holy endurance. This journey is long, and I cannot walk it alone. Strengthen my spirit for the battles ahead. Equip me with the armor of righteousness, the shield of faith, the sword of your truth. Let me not grow weary in doing good, but let me press on toward the prize, toward the upward call in Christ Jesus. Let my faith be unwavering, my resolve be steadfast, my hope be anchored in the certainty of who you are. And as I press forward, Lord, fill me with joy, a joy that is not dependent on circumstances, but rooted in the unshakable truth of your goodness, a joy that sings even in the midst of sorrow, that dances even in the midst of trials, that radiates even in the darkest night. Let my life be a testament to the joy of the Lord, to the peace that surpasses understanding, to the hope that never fades. Let hope arise. O God, let it rise in my heart, in my home, in my community, in this world, in the places where despair has taken root. Let hope flourish. In the places where brokenness has reigned, let restoration come. In the places where darkness has held dominion, let your light break forth. For you are the God of redemption, the one who makes all things new, the one who turns mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty, sorrow into joy. And so, in this quiet hour before the dawn, I place all things in your hands. My past, my present, my future, all belong to you. Every dream, every fear, every longing of my heart, I surrender into your perfect will. I trust that you are writing a story far greater than I can comprehend, that your ways are higher than my ways, that your thoughts are higher than my thoughts. Teach me, Lord, to live with open hands, to release what I cannot control, to embrace what you have ordained. Let my life be a song of surrender, a melody of trust, a symphony of faithfulness to the one who is faithful beyond measure. And so, Lord, I remain here in the quiet, in the stillness, in the hush before the morning light. I listen for you. I wait for you. I dwell in the presence of the one who is, and was, and is to come. Let my soul be still and know that you are God. And so, Lord, I wait in the silence, my soul stretched toward you like parched earth longing for rain. The quiet hum of the night still lingers, and in this sacred hush, I sense the weight of your presence pressing gently upon me. It is a presence that does not overwhelm, yet it fills every crevice of my being. It is a presence that does not demand, yet it calls me deeper. It is a presence that does not constrain, yet it holds me close, enveloping me in a love that defies words. O Father, how precious is this moment, when the world is still and my spirit is awake, when distractions fade into nothingness and only you remain. It is in these moments that I remember who I truly am, not merely a traveler through time, not merely a voice lost in the crowd, not merely a fleeting breath that vanishes with the morning light. No, I am yours, chosen before the foundations of the earth, held in the embrace of eternity, called by name and written upon the palm of your hand. And if I am yours, Lord, then what have I to fear? If you, the sovereign King, the author of all things, the one who breathes galaxies into existence, have called me by name, then who can stand against me? Yet still, my heart is prone to trembling. Still, my mind entertains the whispers of doubt. Still, my hands clench tightly around things you have asked me to release. But in this moment, Father, I choose to let go. I release every anxious thought, every burden too heavy for me to bear. I release the need for control, the illusion that I must carry the weight of my own existence. I release the wounds I have carried for far too long, the silent aches, the unspoken griefs, the pain that lingers in the shadows of my soul. I lay them all at your feet, knowing that you are the great healer, the restorer of the broken, the one who takes the shattered pieces and crafts them into something beautiful. For you are a God of redemption, a God who wastes nothing. Every tear that has fallen, you have counted. Every sigh that has escaped my lips, you have heard. Every unspoken prayer, you have held close to your heart. You are not distant. You are not indifferent. You are near, nearer than my own breath, nearer than the very thoughts that dance through my mind. And because you are near, I will not be shaken. Oh, Lord, teach me to trust you, not just in the light, when all is well, but in the darkness, when I cannot see the way ahead. Teach me to trust not only when your plans align with my desires, but when your ways are higher than mine, when your path leads me where I do not understand. Teach me to trust when the doors remain closed, when the prayers remain unanswered, when the road is long and the waiting is hard. For you are good. Even then, you are faithful. Even then, you are working. Even then. And so, Father, as I wait upon you, as I rest in the certainty of your goodness, let my heart be softened to the whisper of your voice. Speak to me in the quiet, in the stillness, in the depths of my being where only you can reach. Strip away the noise, the clutter, the distractions that so easily ensnare me. Let me hear you clearly, not as a distant echo, but as a close and present guide. Lead me, Lord, in the small things, in the great things, in the moments that seem insignificant and the ones that shape eternity. Let my feet walk the path of righteousness. Let my hands be instruments of your mercy. Let my words bring life and truth. Guard me against complacency, against apathy, against the temptation to settle for anything less than the fullness of what you have called me to be. And, Lord, let my life be a light, not a flickering ember, not a dim and distant glow, but a fire that burns brightly for your glory. Let me not be hidden. Let me not be silenced. Let me not shrink back in fear. For this world is in desperate need of light, in desperate need of love, in desperate need of the hope that is found only in you. Let me be a vessel of that hope. Let me be a bearer of that love. Let me be one who stands boldly, unwaveringly, in the truth that sets the captives free. Father, I lift my eyes to you. In a world that seeks to pull my gaze downward, to the worries, to the struggles, to the fleeting things that will one day pass away, I choose to fix my eyes upon the eternal. I choose to see beyond what is visible, to trust in what is unseen, to anchor my soul in the reality of your promises. For you are unchanging. Though kingdoms rise and fall, though the earth trembles and the mountains shake, though all else fades away, you remain. And because you remain, I can walk forward with confidence. I can face the unknown without fear. I can rise each morning with expectation, knowing that your mercies are new, that your faithfulness is steadfast, that your love endures. Oh, Lord, let my life be a testimony of your faithfulness. Let my days be marked by your presence. Let my every breath, my every step, my every heartbeat be lived in response to the overwhelming truth of who you are. For you are holy, you are magnificent, you are love beyond measure, peace beyond understanding, joy beyond expression. You are the song that my soul longs to sing, the home my heart was created for, the one for whom I was made. And so, Father, I surrender again, not just in word, not just in emotion, but in the depths of my will. I surrender my plans, my ambitions, my dreams. I surrender my fears, my doubts, my uncertainties. I surrender all that I am, all that I have, all that I ever will be. For I am yours, now and forever. Lord, you are the breath in my lungs, the light in my eyes, the steady hand that holds me even when the ground beneath me feels uncertain. Before time began, you knew me. Before I took my first breath, you had already planned my days, written my story, called me by name. Nothing in my life has escaped your notice. No step I have taken has been hidden from you. No cry of my heart has gone unheard. You are intimately acquainted with all my ways. You have seen my joys and my sorrows, my victories and my failures. You have watched as I have stumbled, and you have lifted me up with mercy. You have seen my heart in its most fragile moments, and still, you love me with a love that knows no bounds. There is nowhere I can go where you are not already there. If I rise on the wings of the morning, you are there. If I dwell in the depths of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. If darkness surrounds me, it is as light to you. You have hemmed me in behind and before, and your hand rests upon me. What is man, that you are mindful of him? What am I, that you would care for me with such tenderness? You spoke the heavens into being, called the stars forth by name, measured the oceans in the hollow of your hand. Yet you see me, yet you know me, yet you call me beloved. Let this truth be the song of my heart. Let it silence the lies that whisper I am not enough, that I am unseen, that I am forgotten. Let it drown out the fears that try to steal my peace. Let it be the foundation upon which I build my life, the anchor that steadies my soul. I am not an accident. I am not alone. I am not forsaken. I am chosen, known, held, and deeply loved by the one who is love itself. Teach me to walk in this love, not just to know it, but to live it. Let it shape my thoughts, my words, my actions. Let it flow from me into every interaction, every relationship, every encounter. Let it be the lens through which I see the world, the filter through which I respond to others. Let it strip away every trace of bitterness, every remnant of pride, every wall of self-protection that I have built. Let it soften the places in me that have grown hard. Let it heal the places in me that have been wounded. Break me open, Lord, so that I may pour out what you have poured into me. Make me a vessel of your kindness. Let me love not just when it is easy, not just when it is comfortable, but when it costs me something. Let me love when I am weary, when I am misunderstood, when I am wronged. Let me forgive freely, as I have been forgiven. Let me give generously, as I have received. Let me serve humbly, as you have served. Fill me with a love that cannot be shaken by circumstances, a love that does not depend on feelings, a love that endures beyond emotion. Fill me with the kind of love that moves mountains, that crosses borders, that breaks chains, that changes hearts. A love that is patient, a love that is kind, a love that does not envy, does not boast, is not proud, a love that keeps no record of wrongs, that rejoices with the truth, that always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Let this love be the banner over my life. Let it be the legacy I leave behind. Let it be the testimony of my days, not my achievements, not my possessions, not my reputation. Let it be love. Let it be a life poured out for you, a life spent loving you and loving others. Strip away anything in me that is not of you. Burn away every selfish ambition, every impure motive, every distraction that keeps me from your best. Let nothing in me hinder the work you desire to do. Let no fear hold me back, no doubt keep me from obedience, no sin entangle my steps. Purify me, sanctify me, make me holy, as you are holy. And when the trials come, as they surely will, let me not shrink back. Let me not falter. Let me not question your goodness. Let my faith be unshaken, my trust unwavering. Let my heart be steadfast, anchored in the truth that you are working all things for good, even in the fire, even in the storm, even when I do not understand. I will praise you. I will bless your name. I will lift my hands in surrender, declaring that you are God, and you are good. You are the God who parts seas, the God who moves mountains, the God who calls the dead to life. You are the God who turns mourning into dancing, who gives beauty for ashes, who makes streams in the wasteland. You are the God who sees, the God who hears, the God who answers. You are the God who is near to the brokenhearted, who binds up the wounds of the afflicted, who carries the weary upon your shoulders. No prayer goes unheard, no tear goes unnoticed, no longing of the heart is beyond your reach. You see it all. You hold it all. You are working even when I cannot see it. You are moving even when I cannot feel it. You are faithful even when I do not yet understand. So let my life be a declaration of that faithfulness. Let my song be one of trust. Let my days be spent in the joy of knowing you, in the wonder of walking with you, in the peace of resting in you. Let every breath I take be an offering. Let every step I make be in obedience. Let every moment I live be for your glory. And when the night is long, when the waiting stretches on, when the answers do not come in the way I expect, let my heart remain at peace. Let my soul be still and know that you are God. Let me remember that delays are not denials, that silence is not absence, that waiting is not wasted. Let me trust that your timing is perfect, that your ways are higher, that your plans are greater than anything I could imagine. Open my eyes to see beyond the temporary. Lift my gaze above the fleeting troubles of this world. Let me live with eternity in mind, with heaven as my home, with you as my greatest treasure. Let nothing in this life hold me tighter than I hold on to you. Let no earthly thing capture my heart more than the promise of your presence. Let my heart beat for what yours beats for. Let my life be about what matters most. Not riches, not power, not accolades, but people, souls, love, the things that will last beyond this world, the things that matter in eternity. And if you would use me, Lord, if you would take this fragile vessel and make it something for your glory, then here I am. Take my hands, take my feet, take my words, my thoughts, my days. Take all that I am, all that I have, all that I hope to be. Use it for something that is far greater than myself. Let my life tell a story that speaks of you. Let it be a story of grace, a story of redemption, a story of a heart once lost but now found, once broken but now healed, once blind but now seeing. Let it be a story that points to you, that magnifies you, that makes much of you. And through it all, through every season, every trial, every joy, let my song remain the same. Hallelujah. You are worthy. You are holy. You are good. Lord, let my soul rise like incense before you, a fragrance of surrender, a melody of longing, a quiet whisper of devotion in the stillness of this sacred hour. The world remains hushed, wrapped in the tender darkness before the dawn. Yet within me, a flame burns bright, an unquenchable thirst for your presence, a yearning that no earthly thing can satisfy. Draw me deeper into the mystery of who you are. Let me not be content with shallow waters, with fleeting glimpses, with half-hearted devotion. Take me beyond the surface, into the depths where your love is an ocean, vast and unfathomable, where your grace flows like a mighty river, where your truth is a treasure hidden yet waiting to be found. Remove the veil from my eyes, the hesitation from my heart, the distractions that pull me away. Let me behold you as you are, holy, radiant, sovereign beyond all understanding, yet near enough to hear the quietest cry of my spirit. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. In the hush before morning breaks, let your voice be the only sound that fills the chambers of my soul. Drown out the noise of my fears, the clamor of my anxieties, the restless murmurs of my mind. Speak light into every shadow, truth into every doubt, peace into every place of unrest within me. Like the rising sun, let your presence break forth, illuminating every hidden corner, chasing away every lingering darkness. You are the one who formed me, who fashioned me in the secret place, who wrote my days before one of them came to be. You are the one who knows the number of hairs on my head, who knows the silent prayers I do not yet have the words to speak. Nothing in me is hidden from you. You see the struggles I try to conceal, the wounds I carry behind a quiet smile, the burdens I pretend do not weigh me down. You know it all, yet you love me still. You know my frailties, yet you call me worthy. Let this love transform me. Let it undo me. Let it strip away every lie I have believed about who I am, every fear that has kept me bound, every chain that has held me captive. Let it renew my mind, reshape my desires, reorient my affections until all I long for is you. Let it be the fire that purifies, the hammer that breaks every stronghold, the flood that washes me clean. Make me new. Lord, take this heart of stone and give me a heart of flesh. Take my weary soul and breathe life into it again. Take these hands and use them for your glory. Take these lips and let them declare your praise. Take these feet and lead them in the paths of righteousness. Do not let me be satisfied with a faith that is passive, with a love that is lukewarm, with a life that is half-given. Stir within me a holy hunger, a longing so fierce that nothing else can quiet it, a desire so consuming that it burns away every lesser thing. Let me hunger for righteousness as the starving hunger for bread. Let me thirst for your presence as the wanderer in the desert thirsts for water. Let me seek you with the urgency of one who knows that nothing else will ever be enough. Teach me to pray, not just with words, not just with lips that move, but a heart that remains distant. Teach me to pray as Jesus prayed, with a soul poured out, with a spirit yielded, with a will fully surrendered. Teach me to intercede, not only for myself, but for those around me, the broken, the lost, the weary, the ones who have wandered far and do not know their way back. Let my prayers rise on their behalf. Let my faith stand in the gap. Let my words be arrows that pierce the heavens and call forth mercy. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Let me not turn away from suffering, from injustice, from the cries of the afflicted. Let me not grow cold to the needs of those who are hurting. Let me not be indifferent to the pain of this world. Give me compassion that moves me to action, love that is not merely spoken but lived, faith that does not stand idle but reaches out to touch the wounded. Let me be your hands and feet. Let my life be an answer to someone's prayer. Let my words be a balm to someone's wounds. Let my presence be a reflection of your unfailing love. Lead me in the way everlasting. Set my feet on the narrow road and keep me from straying. Let my steps be ordered by your wisdom. My choices be guided by your truth. My days be spent in service to your kingdom. Let nothing in me resist your leading. If you call me to go, let me go without hesitation. If you ask me to stay, let me stay with unwavering trust. If you ask me to release, let me release without fear. Let my answer to you always be yes. When trials come, and they surely will, let me not be shaken. When storms arise, let my anchor hold firm. When the night seems unending, let my hope remain steadfast. Teach me to endure, not with gritted teeth, but with joy, knowing that every hardship is shaping me, refining me, preparing me for glory. Let me rejoice, even in the midst of suffering, knowing that nothing is wasted in your hands. Let me stand unmovable, unwavering, rooted in the certainty of your promises. Pour out your Spirit upon me, Lord. Fill every empty space within me until there is no room for anything that is not of you. Fill me until I overflow, until your presence spills into every conversation, every encounter, every moment of my day. Let your Spirit be my guide, my counselor, my ever-present help. Let your voice be the one I follow, the whisper that leads me forward, the truth that anchors my soul. May my life be a testimony to your grace. May my story be one that speaks of redemption. May my days be spent in worship, not only in song but in obedience. May my heart remain tender, my faith remain childlike, my love remain fierce. Let me run this race with endurance, with joy, with unwavering trust in the one who has called me. You are my refuge, my strength, my portion forever. You are the one my soul longs for, the one my heart was made to worship, the one for whom I will live and die. Let my days be spent in the light of this truth. Let my every breath declare that you alone are worthy. Let my life be an offering poured out, a candle burned for your glory, a song that never ceases to proclaim your name. Lord, you are the beginning and the end, the constant in the ever-changing tides of life, the anchor that holds firm when all else is shifting. You are the unshaken rock, the unmovable foundation upon which my soul is built. Though the winds may rage and the storms may howl, though the world may tremble and kingdoms may rise and fall, you remain. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever, the one whose word endures beyond time, whose promises never return void, whose love is everlasting. In the stillness of this morning, I stand before you, stripped of all pretenses, unclothed in the garments of self-sufficiency, humbled by the sheer weight of your presence. You see me as I am, not as I wish to be, not as I present myself to others, but as I truly am. And still, you love me. Still, you draw me close. Still, you call me to come. What kind of love is this? That does not turn away when I fail. That does not withdraw when I am weak. What kind of mercy is this? That covers my shame. That lifts my head when I have fallen. That whispers grace when my heart condemns me. Who am I, Lord, that you should be mindful of me? Who am I, that you should desire communion with me? And yet, you do. And yet, you welcome me. And yet, you invite me deeper still. Let my soul never cease to wonder at the mystery of your love. Let me never grow numb to the beauty of your presence. Let me never become so accustomed to grace that I forget the price that was paid for it. Keep my heart tender, my spirit humble, my eyes ever fixed upon the cross where mercy and justice met, where love was poured out, where victory was won. I surrender again, not because I must, not because I am compelled by duty, but because I have seen and tasted that you are good. I surrender because there is no greater joy than to be fully yours. I surrender because nothing in this world compares to the surpassing worth of knowing you. Take my heart and seal it for your courts above. Take my hands and use them for your kingdom. Take my will and make it one with yours. Shape me, mold me, refine me in the fire of your holiness. Let nothing in me remain that is not of you. Purge me of every hidden sin, every selfish ambition, every idol I have unknowingly raised. Strip away the distractions, the entanglements, the weights that keep me from running freely in the calling you have placed upon my life. Burn away the dross, until only the purest gold remains. Make me holy, not in the eyes of men, not for the sake of appearance, but in the depths of my being. Let holiness be the cry of my heart, the pursuit of my days, the mark upon my life. Let me love what you love and hate what you hate. Let righteousness be my delight, obedience my joy, and truth my foundation. Give me a heart of flesh, soft and responsive to your voice, eager to follow wherever you lead. Let me not be stubborn, resistant, unwilling to yield. Let me not cling to my own understanding, my own plans, my own desires. Let me trust you with a trust that is unwavering, even when I cannot see the road ahead, even when the path is steep, even when the way is hard. Teach me to walk by faith, not by sight, to trust in the unseen, to believe in the impossible, to stand firm upon the promises that you have spoken. Let me not waver when the winds of doubt blow, when the enemy whispers lies, when the journey feels long and weariness sets in. Strengthen me, Lord, to endure, to press on, to run the race with perseverance, fixing my eyes not on what is temporary, but on what is eternal. Let my life be a testimony of your faithfulness, a beacon of hope for those who are weary, a living witness to the power of your transforming grace. Let the way I live reflect the depths of my devotion to you. Let my words be filled with kindness, my actions with love, my days with the fragrance of Christ. Let me be a vessel through which your presence flows, a conduit of your peace, a bearer of your light in the darkest places. Fill me with love, not the love that the world knows, which fades and falters, which seeks its own gain, which is easily shaken, but the love that is patient and kind, that does not envy or boast, that is not proud or self-seeking. Fill me with the love that keeps no record of wrongs, that rejoices with the truth, that bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things, a love that never fails, because it is rooted in you. Let me love as you have loved me. Let me forgive as you have forgiven me. Let me serve as you have served me. Let my life be poured out in love, spent for the sake of others, given freely as a fragrant offering before you. Let me not withhold love from those who are difficult, from those who misunderstand, from those who cannot return it. Let me love even when it costs me, even when it is inconvenient, even when it is unreciprocated. Shape my character into one that reflects Christ. Give me humility that does not seek to be seen, patience that does not waver under pressure, gentleness that does not break the bruised reed. Give me wisdom that is pure, peaceable, full of mercy. Give me boldness to proclaim truth, courage to stand firm, endurance to finish the race well. Keep my heart steadfast in times of trial. When suffering comes, let me not despair. When the road grows dark, let me not lose heart. When the answers do not come as I expect, let me not turn away. Let me trust that your ways are higher, that your plans are greater, that even in the silence, you are working all things together for good. Let me rest in the assurance that nothing can separate me from your love, not death nor life, not angels nor demons, not the present nor the future, not height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation. Let this truth be my anchor, my unshaken foundation, my song in the night. Let it be the fire that sustains me, the hope that strengthens me, the certainty that carries me through every season. Let it be the melody that my soul sings, the banner that I lift high, the reality that shapes every moment of my life. You are my God, my refuge, my portion, my inheritance. You are my light, my salvation, my exceeding joy. You are the one my soul longs for, the treasure that I seek, the love that satisfies. Let my life be an endless hallelujah to you. Let my days be filled with worship, my nights be filled with prayer, my every breath be an offering of praise. Take all that I am. Take my strengths and my weaknesses, my victories and my failures, my dreams and my fears. Take my past, my present, my future. Take my hands and let them serve. Take my feet and let them follow. Take my lips and let them speak truth. Take my heart and make it holy, unreservedly, forever yours. Here I am, Lord. I am listening. I am waiting. I am ready. Here I am, Lord, standing in the quiet of this sacred hour, where time seems to pause, where the world has not yet awakened, where the hush of the morning still lingers like a veil over creation. I am here, waiting upon you, yearning for the whisper of your voice, longing for the touch of your presence, desiring nothing more than to be filled with you. The air is thick with silence, yet it is not an empty silence. It is a silence that speaks, a silence that testifies to the vastness of who you are, to the wonder of your majesty, to the incomprehensible depths of your love. It is a silence that invites me deeper, that calls me into stillness, that bids me lay aside the distractions of the world and simply be, simply dwell, simply abide. You are here. I know it as surely as I know the rising sun will break upon the horizon. You are here, as you have always been, as you always will be. You are never far, never distant, never unaware of where I am, of what I carry, of what I hold within my heart. You are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who understands even the prayers I cannot put into words. Search me, Lord. Look into the hidden places of my soul. See every thought, every longing, every burden I have not spoken aloud. Lay bare the corners of my heart that I have kept from even myself. Shine your light upon the places I have left in shadow. Reveal the things I have buried, the fears, the doubts, the wounds that I have carried for far too long. You see them all, yet you do not turn away. You see the things I try to hide, yet your love remains steadfast. Let nothing in me remain untouched by your hand. Let nothing in me remain closed off to your healing. Let nothing in me resist the refining fire of your spirit. If there is pride, humble me. If there is fear, quiet me. If there is bitterness, soften me. If there is sin, cleanse me. Strip away everything that is not of you, until I am wholly, completely, undividedly yours. I do not want to be half-hearted in my devotion. I do not want to give you only the pieces of me that are easy to surrender. I do not want to hold back, to hesitate, to withhold even a fraction of my heart. Take all of me, Lord, every dream, every desire, every plan I have made. Take my past, with all its failures and regrets. Take my present, with all its uncertainties. Take my future, with all its unknowns. Take my life and write your story upon it. Let my days be lived for something greater than myself. Let my moments be spent for a purpose that goes beyond what I can see. Let my time on this earth not be wasted in the pursuit of things that will fade, but invested in what is eternal, in what will last beyond this world, in what will bring glory to you. Let my life be a testimony, not of my strength, but of your grace, not of my wisdom, but of your guidance, not of my goodness, but of your mercy. Teach me to walk in step with your Spirit. Let me not run ahead of you, in impatience or pride, seeking to control what only you can ordain. Let me not lag behind, in fear or hesitation, unwilling to trust in where you lead. Let my heart be so in tune with yours that I move when you move, that I stop when you stop, that I follow without question, without resistance, without doubt. If you lead me through valleys, let me trust that you are still with me. If you lead me up mountains, let me remember that the journey is not mine to make alone. If you lead me into unknown places, let me go with faith, knowing that your presence is my guide, that your hand is upon me, that your purposes are always good. Strengthen me for the road ahead. There will be trials. I know. There will be hardships, moments of weariness, times when my strength is spent, but you are my portion, my sustainer, my ever-present help in times of trouble. When I am weak, you are strong. When I am weary, you are my rest. When I am afraid, you are my refuge. Let my heart not waver when the storms come. Let my faith not falter when the winds rise. Let my trust not be shaken when the road grows difficult. You are the rock beneath my feet, the fortress that surrounds me, the foundation that cannot be moved. Let me stand firm, unwavering, anchored in the truth of who you are. Give me endurance, Lord, not just for the short race, but for the long road. Let my love for you not be one that burns bright for a moment and then fades, but one that lasts, that deepens, that grows with every passing season. Let me not be one who follows only when it is easy, who worships only when the blessings flow, who trusts only when the path is clear. Let my love be steadfast. Let my devotion be unwavering. Let my surrender be complete. Fill me with courage, not the courage that the world admires, not the kind that boasts in strength or confidence, but the courage that is rooted in faith, the courage to stand firm in truth, to walk in righteousness, to live in obedience. Give me boldness to proclaim your name, to speak of your goodness, to live unashamed of the gospel. Let my life be a light in the darkness, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. But let my boldness be clothed in love. Let me not speak truth without grace, nor grace without truth. Let my words be seasoned with kindness, my actions be marked by humility, my love be evident in all that I do. Let me not seek to win arguments, but to win hearts. Let me not seek to be right, but to reflect Christ. Let my life be a witness, not through eloquence or persuasion, but through the quiet testimony of a heart transformed by you. Teach me to love as you love, not selectively, not conditionally, not only when it is easy. Teach me to love the ones who are difficult, the ones who have hurt me, the ones who cannot love in return. Teach me to love not just in word, but in action, not just with emotion, but with sacrifice. Let my love be patient. Let it be kind. Let it not seek its own. Let it not keep a record of wrongs. Let it bear all things, believe all things, hope all things, endure all things. Shape me into the image of Christ. Let me reflect his heart, his character, his humility, his compassion. Let me walk as he walked, serve as he served, love as he loved. Let my life be a mirror of his, so that when others see me, they see not my own glory, but yours. And when my time on this earth is done, when my race is finished, when my breath is no more, let it be said that I lived for you. Let it be known that I did not live for myself, that I did not chase after what was fleeting, that I did not store up treasures that would fade. Let it be known that my life was poured out as an offering, that my days were spent in pursuit of you, that my heart belonged to you and you alone. Until that day, keep me faithful, keep me steadfast, keep me always near to you. Keep my heart burning with passion for your name, my spirit longing for your presence, my soul anchored in the hope of what is to come. Keep me in the shadow of your wings, in the shelter of your love, in the center of your perfect will. Keep me always yours. Keep me always yours. Lord, let nothing pull me away. Let nothing steal my devotion. Let nothing diminish the fire that burns within me for you. This world is filled with distractions, with voices that call me in 1,000 directions, with temptations that seek to weaken my resolve. Yet, I set my heart upon you alone. I fix my gaze on what is eternal. I turn my ears to the whisper of your spirit, drowning out the noise of the world so that I may hear only you. You are the desire of my soul, the treasure that I seek, the love that my heart was made for. Let no lesser love take your place. Let no passing pleasure capture my affections more than you. Let no temporary pursuit consume my time at the cost of eternity. Align my desires with yours, that what you love, I may love, that what grieves your heart, I may grieve, that what brings you joy, I may delight in as well. Teach me the weight of eternity. Let me live with the awareness that my days are numbered, that my time on this earth is fleeting, that the things I chase today will one day pass away. Let me store up treasures where neither moth nor rust can destroy, where thieves do not break in and steal. Let my greatest wealth be found not in what I possess, but in the love I have given, the lives I have touched, the truth I have proclaimed. Let me live each moment as if it were my last, with my heart unburdened, my conscience clear, my soul ready to meet you face to face. Guard my heart, O God, from growing weary. The road is long, and there are moments when my steps falter, when the burdens grow heavy, when my spirit feels weak. But you, Lord, are my strength. You are my portion. You are the lifter of my head. When I cannot carry myself, you carry me. When my strength is gone, you renew it. When my faith is tested, you remind me of your promises. You uphold me with your righteous right hand, never letting me fall, never letting me be consumed by the weight of the journey. Keep my heart pure. Let no bitterness take root, no resentment find a home, no unforgiveness linger in the corners of my soul. When I am wronged, let me forgive as you have forgiven me. When I am wounded, let me seek healing rather than vengeance. When I am misunderstood, let me choose love rather than retaliation. Let my heart be a wellspring of grace, a fountain of mercy, a place where love flows freely, unhindered by the offenses of this world. Make me a reflection of your light. In a world shadowed by fear, by confusion, by brokenness, let me shine with the radiance of your presence. Let my words bring hope to the weary. Let my touch bring comfort to the hurting. Let my presence be a reminder of your love. Let me not be hidden. Let me not be silent. Let me not shrink back in fear, but let me stand boldly as a beacon of truth. Let me be a vessel through which your love flows, a messenger of the gospel, a bearer of the good news that sets captives free. Use me, Lord, not for my glory, not for my recognition, not so that my name may be remembered, but for your kingdom, for your purposes, for the sake of those who are lost. Let me be willing to go where you send me, to step into the unknown with confidence, to walk in obedience even when the path is difficult. Let me not seek comfort over calling, security over surrender, approval over truth. Let me be willing to risk, to sacrifice, to lay down all that I am, so that your name may be glorified. Mold me into a servant. Let my hands be quick to help, my feet swift to go where there is need, my heart eager to lift others up. Let me find joy in serving, not in being served. Let me find purpose in humility, not in seeking recognition. Let me find fulfillment in giving, rather than receiving. Let me embody the love that kneels to wash the feet of others, the love that lays down its life, the love that does not demand but freely offers. Let my life be a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to you, not just in grand gestures, not just in moments of spiritual highs, but in the ordinary, in the unseen, in the small choices I make each day. Let my worship not be confined to songs sung in moments of inspiration, but be the very rhythm of my existence. Let my love for you not be something I proclaim only in words, but something evident in every action, every thought, every breath. Give me the discipline to seek you daily, not just when I feel like it, not just when I am in need, but always. Let my prayer life be deep, rich, unceasing. Let my hunger for your word be insatiable. Let me not treat time with you as an obligation, but as the greatest delight of my soul. Let me crave your presence more than my daily bread. Let me thirst for your voice more than water in the desert. Silence every fear within me. You have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, of a sound mind. Let me walk in that truth. Let me not be afraid of the future, for you hold it in your hands. Let me not be afraid of failure, for your grace sustains me. Let me not be afraid of suffering, for you are my ever-present help. Let me not be afraid of the unknown, for you go before me. Teach me to live with open hands. Whatever you give, let me receive with gratitude. Whatever you take, let me release with trust. Let me not cling to the temporary, but hold fast to what is eternal. Let me not store up riches on earth, but invest in the kingdom that will never fade. Let me not build my life upon shifting sand, but upon the rock that cannot be moved. Fill me with an unshakable peace. The world is filled with chaos, with uncertainty, with turmoil, yet you remain my refuge. Let my soul be still and know that you are God. Let me rest in the assurance that no storm is greater than your power. No trial is beyond your control. No darkness can overcome your light. Let me walk in confidence, not because I am strong, but because you are my strength. Let my joy be found in you alone, not in circumstances, not in success, not in what I achieve, but in the simple, unchanging truth that I am yours and you are mine. Let me rejoice always, in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in triumph and in trial. Let my heart be so anchored in your goodness that nothing can steal my joy, that no hardship can quench my praise. Keep me faithful to the end. Let me not grow weary in doing good. Let me not be distracted by what does not matter. Let me not lose sight of the goal set before me. Let my last breath be spent in worship. My final words be a testimony of your goodness. My last steps be toward your arms. Until that day, let me live fully, love deeply, serve humbly, and walk boldly in the calling you have placed upon my life. Let my heart beat for your glory. Let my hands work for your kingdom. Let my life be a reflection of the one who gave everything for me. Keep me always yours. Keep me always yours, Lord, in the depths of my soul, in the quiet places of my heart, in the moments when no one is watching. Let my devotion not be for show, not for the approval of men, not for the fleeting praise of this world, but for you alone. Let my heart be undivided, my faith be unwavering, my love be unceasing. Let me be faithful in the small things, in the unseen acts of kindness, in the unnoticed moments of obedience, in the quiet prayers whispered when no one else hears. Let me serve with joy, even when there is no recognition. Let me love without expecting anything in return. Let me live as though every moment is an offering, as though every breath is an act of worship, as though every step is a walk toward eternity. Refine me, Lord, in the fire of your presence. Purge from me the things that do not belong, the things that hinder my walk with you, the things that weigh me down. If there is pride, humble me. If there is selfishness, break me. If there is any sin that clings to my heart, remove it with a holy fire that leaves only what is pure. Make me holy, not for my own sake, not so that I may be seen as righteous, but so that I may reflect you more clearly. I long to know you, not just in words, not just in knowledge, but in the depths of my being. Let me experience you in ways I have never known before. Let me hear your voice with clarity. Let me sense your presence with certainty. Let me walk so closely with you that my heart beats in rhythm with yours. You are the vine, and I am the branch. Apart from you, I can do nothing. Apart from you, I wither. I fade. I lose my purpose. Let me remain in you. Let me draw my strength from you. Let my life be fruitful only because I am rooted in your love. Let me not strive in my own strength. Let me not labor in my own power. Let me not seek to accomplish what only your Spirit can do. Teach me to rest in you, to cease striving, to let go of control, to surrender the burdens I was never meant to carry. Let me find my peace not in circumstances, but in the certainty that you are sovereign. Let me find my joy not in what I accomplish, but in the simple fact that I belong to you. Let me find my identity not in what I do, but in who you say I am. Speak to me in the stillness. Let me not rush through life without pausing to listen. Let me not be so consumed by busyness that I miss the quiet moments where you whisper to my soul. Open my ears to hear you, my eyes to see you, my heart to perceive what you are doing in and around me. Let my faith be active, not passive. Let me not be one who merely hears the word but does not live it. Let me not be one who professes belief but does not walk in obedience. Let my life be a living testimony, not of perfection, but of transformation. Let those who see me know that I have been with you, not because of my words, but because of the way I love, the way I serve, the way I carry myself in humility and grace. Give me boldness to proclaim your name. Let me not shrink back in fear. Let me not be silent when you call me to speak. Let me not hesitate when you prompt me to move. The world is in desperate need of truth, of love, of hope. Let me be a vessel through which you pour these things out. Let my hands be used to heal, my lips be used to encourage, my presence be used to bring light into dark places. Make me a warrior in prayer. Let me not be weak in my intercession. Let me not grow weary in lifting up others before you. Let my prayers be persistent. Let them be full of faith. Let them be in alignment with your will. Teach me to pray with authority, to stand in the gap for the lost, to cry out for those who do not yet know you. Let me not pray small prayers, timid prayers, prayers without expectation. Let me pray as one who knows that you are able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that I ask or think. Break my heart for what breaks yours. Let me not be indifferent to the suffering around me. Let me not turn a blind eye to the hurting, to the lonely, to the forgotten. Let me not be so consumed with my own comfort that I fail to see the needs of others. Fill me with compassion that moves me to action, with love that reaches beyond convenience, with generosity that does not count the cost. Give me endurance for the journey ahead. Let me not be one who starts strong but fades before the finish line. Let me not be one who runs well for a season but loses heart when trials come. Let me press on. Let me persevere. Let me fix my eyes on Jesus, the author and finisher of my faith. Let me remember that this race is not about speed but about faithfulness, not about competition but about completing the work you have set before me. When opposition comes, let me stand firm. When the enemy whispers lies, let me hold fast to the truth. When discouragement seeks to settle in, let me remind my soul of who you are. When I am tempted to give up, let me remember that greater is He who is in me than he who is in the world. Let my love for you grow deeper each day. Let me not settle for what I knew of you yesterday. Let me not be content with past encounters. Let me not rely on old revelations. Let me seek you afresh. Let me hunger for more. Let me pursue you with relentless passion. Let my worship be genuine. Let it not be merely songs sung, words spoken, motions gone through. Let it be the posture of my heart, the overflow of my gratitude, the expression of a life surrendered. Let me worship you not only in the sanctuary, but in the mundane, in the ordinary, in the day-to-day moments of life. Prepare me for what is to come. Strengthen my spirit. Fortify my faith. Equip me for every good work. Let me be ready in season and out of season. Let me be steadfast whether in plenty or in lack, whether in joy or in sorrow. Let me walk in confidence, knowing that you go before me, that you walk beside me, that you are my rear guard. Let me be known not by my accomplishments, not by my talents, not by my position, but by my love. Let love be the legacy I leave behind. Let love be the mark upon my life. Let love be the testimony that remains when all else fades. And when my time on this earth is done, when my race is finished, when my breath is no more, let me enter into your presence with joy, knowing that I have lived fully for you, that I have held nothing back, that I have poured out my life as an offering. Let me hear the words my soul longs for. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Until that day, keep me faithful, keep me humble, keep me in your love, keep me always yours. Lord, in the depths of my being, in the places unseen, in the quiet spaces where my soul communes with you, let nothing shake my devotion. Let nothing steal my gaze from your face. Let nothing separate me from the unbreakable bond of your love. Let my heart beat in rhythm with yours. My desires align with what you desire. My life be a reflection of your light in a world that so desperately needs you. Every breath I take is a gift. Every moment is a thread woven into the story you are writing. I do not want to waste a single heartbeat on things that do not matter. Let me walk with purpose, with intention, with the deep understanding that my days are numbered and that each one is an opportunity to bring glory to your name. Let me not be distracted by temporary things, by fleeting pleasures, by the passing worries of this life. Keep my soul anchored in what is eternal, in the unshakable foundation of your truth. Strengthen me for the road ahead. There will be trials. I know this well. There will be moments of weariness, seasons of testing, days when I feel like my strength is not enough. But you, O Lord, are my sustainer. You are my fortress. You are the one who lifts my head when I am low, who carries me when I cannot walk, who whispers truth when the lies of the enemy grow loud. When my faith wavers, remind me of your faithfulness. When my courage falters, remind me of your promises. When fear tries to grip my heart, let me rest in the certainty that you go before me. Teach me to love well. Let love be the banner over my life, the defining mark of who I am. Let it be patient and kind, unselfish and enduring, unshaken by offense, unwavering in adversity. Let my love for you overflow into love for others, not just in words but in action. Let me serve without seeking recognition, give without expecting anything in return, forgive without hesitation. Break down every barrier in my heart that keeps me from loving as you love. Remove pride, self-righteousness, selfish ambition, anything that stands in the way of being a vessel of your grace. Refine me, Lord, until all that remains is you. Burn away every impurity, every false desire, every hidden sin that I have yet to lay at your feet. Do not let me settle for a life of complacency. Do not let me grow comfortable with half-hearted devotion. Let me hunger for holiness, not in a way that seeks perfection by my own strength, but in a way that surrenders completely to your transforming power. Let my prayers be fervent. Let me not come before you with empty words, with repetitive petitions spoken out of routine rather than relationship. Let my prayers be alive, full of faith, full of trust, full of expectation. Teach me to pray with boldness, to intercede with perseverance, to stand in the gap for those who cannot yet stand for themselves. Let my words rise like incense before you, not just in the moments of quiet devotion, but in the way I live my life. Let my worship be pure. Let it not be confined to songs sung in a congregation, but be the very essence of how I live. Let it be found in my obedience, in my surrender, in the choices I make when no one is watching. Let my life be an unceasing act of worship, a living sacrifice poured out in response to the mercy you have lavished upon me. Keep my heart soft. The world has a way of hardening souls, of making love grow cold, of replacing wonder with cynicism. But I do not want a heart that is hardened by disappointment, by pain, by the weight of the world's brokenness. I want a heart that remains tender, that remains open, that is moved by compassion, that is quick to forgive, that is not afraid to feel deeply. Let my love for you never fade into routine, never grow stale with familiarity, never be reduced to mere religious duty. Let it be fresh, alive, passionate, as new each day as it was in the beginning. Guard my mind. The battlefield is here, in my thoughts, in the narratives I allow to shape my beliefs, in the whispers that seek to sow doubt, fear, and discouragement. Let me take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Let me dwell on what is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable. Let my mind be filled with things that draw me closer to you, not things that pull me away. When anxiety tries to creep in, let me silence it with the truth of your word. When lies try to take root, let them be uprooted by the reality of who you are. Let me not grow weary in doing good. There are days when love feels costly, when service feels unnoticed, when perseverance feels exhausting. But let me press on, knowing that nothing done in your name is ever in vain. Let me remember that my strength does not come from myself, but from you. That my reward is not found in the recognition of man, but in the joy of being faithful to you. Let me be faithful in the waiting. There are prayers I have prayed that have not yet been answered, doors I have knocked on that have not yet opened, promises I am holding onto that have not yet come to pass. But let me wait with expectation, with patience, with unwavering trust. Let me not try to force things in my own timing. Let me not grow restless or discontent. Let me not doubt that you are working even when I cannot yet see it. Let my life be a reflection of your goodness. In a world filled with darkness, let me be a light. In a world filled with brokenness, let me be an instrument of healing. In a world filled with despair, let me be a carrier of hope. Let me live in such a way that those who see me would not see my own strength, but yours, not my own wisdom, but yours, not my own love, but yours flowing through me. And when my time on this earth is done, let it be said that I lived well, not by the world's standards, not by earthly measures of success, but by the only measure that truly matters. Let it be said that I loved deeply, that I forgave freely, that I gave generously, that I served faithfully. Let it be said that I walked closely with you, that I did not waver in my devotion, that I did not waste the days you gave me on things that did not matter. Let my legacy be love, not possessions, not accomplishments, not status, but love. Love that pointed others to you. Love that left an impact long after I was gone. Love that bore fruit not just in my own lifetime, but for generations to come. Until that day, keep me faithful, keep me humble, keep me seeking, keep me surrendered, keep me always yours. Let nothing steal my joy. Let nothing shake my faith. Let nothing diminish the fire that burns within me for you. Keep my eyes fixed on the prize set before me. Keep my hands steady in the work you have called me to do. Keep my heart steadfast in the truth that you are with me, that you are for me, that you will never leave me nor forsake me. And when I finally stand before you, when my race is finished and my journey complete, let me fall into your arms knowing that I held nothing back, that I gave all I had, that I poured out my life as an offering. Let me hear the words my soul longs for, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Let me enter into the joy prepared for those who have walked the narrow road, who have kept the faith, who have finished the race with endurance. Lord, as this prayer comes to a close, let it not be the end of my communion with you, but only the continuation of a life lived in constant connection with your presence. Let these words not merely be spoken in the stillness of the morning, but let them be lived out in every hour that follows. Let my heart remain open, my spirit remain willing, my steps remain aligned with your will. Whatever this day holds, whatever joys or trials await, I walk forward with confidence, knowing that you go before me, that you walk beside me, that you are my rear guard. I will not be shaken, for you are my firm foundation. I will not be afraid, for you are my refuge and strength. I will not be discouraged, for your love upholds me. Let my life today, and every day after, be a testimony of your faithfulness. Let me love well, serve well, give well, live well, not for my own sake, but for the glory of your name. Let my hands be used to heal, my words be used to build up, my presence be used to bring peace. Let me be a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope, a vessel of your endless grace. And when the day fades, when the night comes again, let my soul return to you in the same stillness, in the same surrender, in the same unshakable trust. For you are my beginning and my end, my joy and my purpose, my dwelling place now and forever. Amen.